Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. Get your coffee, get your loved ones. Bert's rocking the DD mug with me over here. Get the swag below, guys. Because today, on this bright, sunny Sunday morning here in Cleveland, Ohio, we are talking about our dividend stock purchases from the past week of June 19th, though technically June 20th, because the market was closed on Monday.
Guys, the question before we subscribe, did we cross not one, not two, not three, but $4,000 of stock purchases? We upped the ante this week, everybody, in this short trading week. So let's go. Let's talk dividend stock purchases, everyone. But before we do that, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Catch up with your boys so you're staying up to date with our portfolios. We're transparent with what we buy. We tell you guys everything. We have a link below to our website that shows our full portfolios. This is a big part of it. We are sharing you our recent stock purchases.
All right, guys, we got a hot and heavy week, so we're really going to dive in because we are putting money to work. Stock market goes up, stock market goes down, stock market goes sideways. We're buying income. We're buying time. We're buying freedom because, guys, we're all trying to get there early. I mean, yes, we are in our 30s now, guys, and we are still trying to get to that promised land after over a decade between both of us for sure of investing. And we put our money to work this week. We've got about 3 rounds to go here in this bout of dividend stock purchases. So I'll probably start swinging first, swing it to Bert, and we'll kind of go back and forth here. Bert, any other words just on the week?
No, I mean, I think this was a interesting week in the market. It declined. It wasn't one of those weeks where everything just took off. It was just a week of noise. We had some Fed news where they talked about how they're going to potentially pause interest rates increase. Then a day later, it turned into, oh, they still may need to increase interest rates. So that just kind of seems to be the tone. We're still trying to figure out what the heck is going on with inflation, digesting the news and seeing. But it did present us with some good buying opportunities this week.
Always opportunities, guys. All right, so here we go. Let's kick it off. We'll get it off into my, wife and our investing into Vanguard's ETFs here. VYM, Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF. Yes, my wife and I, we crossed the 1,000 share threshold. We're on a road to 2,000. We'll see if it takes 3 years to get there. But so this week I put $450 into VYM. I did 300 like I do every Monday, then another 150 that I have going in on Wednesday. And then my wife bought 2 shares as well on her Monday at 105.81. I got mine at an average price of 105.41. So beat her, take that. So in total, we grabbed about 6.269 shares, added over $21 in dividend income at a yield of about 3.17 to 3.18%. Obviously, I still buy VOO $60 per day, every day automatically. So $300 right there, grabbed 0.7465 shares and added 1.48% overall yield or $4 to my 4 dividend income total. And then the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, VIG, they go big with the VIG. I'm still waiting for, some dividend announcements to be announced on these 2 ETFs, but got 1.25 shares, $40 a day or $200, $3.71 added to my forward income. And I know Bert usually likes to recap it, but $1,161 in total investments among the ETFs, adding $29 in change in forward income.
Beautiful. Love it. The extra Wednesday is giving you a nice little bump there for VYM. It's a nice touch.
Little Al Pacino Scarface bump.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Fantastic. So that was Lanny's big trifecta here for Vanguard, the Vanguard trifecta. You betcha, everybody. Beautiful. I'll kick it off here. Just a very fast purchase here. Our standard Monday purchase is just 2 shares for my wife for SCHD right now. It's been hovering in the low 20s. So we have 72.25 is where we caught it this week. SCHD continues to hang in that low amount. We threw in 144.50. It was a cool $5.28 of estimated dividend income going forward with a yield of 3.65%. CHD has been an interesting one. It's just kind of stuck in the mud this year so far. After the big rebalance, you haven't seen a ton of movement with SCHD. So in that short term, We're going to keep grabbing a share or two here or there for my wife. And unfortunately for this one, we're not going to keep putting more into SCHD right now. We're just going to stick to the two. We're taking the funds and moving them elsewhere. And that's going to be where I'm going to leave everyone off as a teaser, because we're taking those funds and putting them in other dividend stocks versus just adding to SCHD.
Cliffhanger, man. All right, leaving us hanging. Can't wait to see. Maybe we'll do another video on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's swing it back to me. I wanted to make a mark here, so on Tuesday morning, had trades already set from the weekend, guys. Again, do your research when others aren't doing it, so you can always be ready. So I bought 10 shares of Pfizer on the market open on Tuesday. Ticker symbol was PFE at 39.65. Yield was 4.14, percent, added $396 or $16.40 to my forward dividend income. And then in my wife's account, I actually decided to say, hey, we talked about it on the video, and I was like, it's time to, put it to work and, kind of put the money where the mouth is. 20 shares of Spartan Nash at $21.40, added $428, and total, capital added $17.20 in forward income, and another yield of over 4% at 4.02%. And then, similar to what Bert said, if you saw that tweet, Bert, I'll save it. But we also crossed 100 shares in my wife's Tyson Foods account. Ticker symbol is TSM. We bought 8 shares at $50.31, $402.48 invested, adding $15.36 at an average yield of 3.82%. So in that tranche on Tuesday, right when the market opened, $49 almost in forward income was added.
Beautiful, right there.
Fighting words, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, you kind of stole the thunder there, Lanny. Because that was our next big purchase. Was we added throughout the week. We purchased Tyson. I tweeted. I had a video a few weeks ago how I wanted to get Target and Tyson to both 100 shares each. That was the milestone I wanted to hit. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I should say, I got Target to 100 shares. This week, we got Tyson. We purchased the remaining 8.61 shares of Tyson throughout the week.
The cream rises to the top.
Yeah, but the average price of $50.34, because we bought it 4 times throughout the week. That's how we got it. We bought it 4 separate times, just in the low 50s, some in the 49s, just kept hitting Tyson as it went down. Put in 433.46 to get there, and our average yield on purchase was 3.81%. So I was pretty pumped. We finally did it. We said we're going to do it. We did it. We got there, 100 shares each. Beautiful. And you know what? I still may keep adding to Tyson because I still love Tyson at this current price. We're not just going to stop because we hit the 100. That's the beauty of it. But we will check out other positions. Another position that we're loading up for in my portfolio. This is the last for my portfolio. We'll kick it back to Laney. We'll talk about my wife's purchases after he goes through his. Last one for me is on Friday. I was blown away to see a stock price at the level it was. We've talked about it here. It's a dividend aristocrat. Wait.
It's a dividend king.
Yeah, Leggett & Platt, ticker symbol LEG. They've always been in the low 30s. They've been in the low 30s right now. On Friday, they hit in the 20s, so we grabbed 5 shares at $28.87 each. So put in only $144.35 to get there. Leggett & Platt added $9.20 to the forward dividend income for that position, a yield of 6.37%. And then on top of that, our position is almost at 200 shares now. I think it's around 194, 195. That might just be the next quick bump up in the next week, is get Leggett & Platt to 200 shares. That's the next milestone. It's one of my larger positions. It's a small market cap dividend king, but I love the company.
Oh, you got to love it, Bert. Nice job, Bert. I mean, you climbed the mountain, you got to the 100 shares, and you're stacking Leggett & Platt at a yield over 6.3%. That's amazing. That is just amazing.
Yeah, there might be another time for another video there. I think that's a separate conversation about Leggett & Platt too, and why we're liking it. We did it once. It might be time to bring it back.
Bring it back. Bring it back. All right, let's dive into my last round of purchases, the flurry on the Thursday, Friday that, that my wife and I did. Well, first, if you didn't catch the last video, that came out here on Saturday, but we brought in some REITs. I own Broadstone Net Lease. My wife owns BRT Apartments. And hey, we bought some shares. We bought 2 more shares of BRT from our wife's account at $18.75, added $2 whole at a yield of 5.33%. I bought 1 share of Broadstone net lease at 15.23, the lowest price I've been able to get it. So I was, pretty happy about that. Added $1.12 at a yield of 7.35%. And I've been trying that journey to get to 100 shares of UPS. It's not easy, but grabbed 2 shares of UPS this week at an average price of 170.78. One at like 171, the one was at like 169 and change. At $12.96 at a yield of 3.79%.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You're getting there, chugging along. You're just taking those brown trucks and driving them down the street, aren't you?
Hey, if they give me some employee stock, the ESOP plan, let's do it.
Yeah, I love it. And then was that it, Lanny? Was that it?
That is it. I'm tossing it back to you, brother.
All right. All right. You're tossing it back. Those are some, it's a hefty week. So let's wind out with my wife's portfolio.
Again, big time here.
We always talk about how we buy the stocks we talk about here. That's exactly what we've done for my wife with these last 3 purchases. We're slowly building some positions for companies with her. Lionel Basel, ticker symbol LYB. We just did a chemical analysis a few weeks ago. Talked about how LYB is there. I want to build her position. Throughout the week, we added LYB twice at an average price of 88.71. We grabbed one at the beginning and then one on the 22nd, doing $177 to the position, adding $10 in forward dividend income to that position at a 5.64% yield. Again, each LYB packs a big punch. We had about $150 in change sitting in my Roth. So I just said, screw it. Let's add to my wife's AMT position, ticker symbol AMT. Said we've been building that one. We want to get to at least 10 plus shares by the end of the year. We're probably about halfway there now, and around the 5-ish range with all these fractional purchases. Bought 0.789 shares at 190.99. It's actually down to 186 right now. So it continues to slide down. So it might be time to keep building and keep growing that position, letting $4.95 right there at a yield of 3.29%. Last, Pfizer. We also joined the Pfizer train this week, adding 4.046 shares to her position at 38.67 on the 22nd. So the price went down after the week. Lanny got it 39.65 at the beginning of the week, slid a little bit midway through the week. So we said,
another 2% down. That's awesome.
Yeah, why not? So adding 156 to that position and $6.64 in forward income at that 4.24% yield. So that kind of rounded out our week. It was nice to have some purchases after a few quiet weeks.
Man, guys, powerhouse week right now for us. So let's go quick shot summary here. Again, my wife and I, we invested into VYM, VIG, VOO, Pfizer, PFE, Spartan-Nash, SPTN, Tyson, TSN, BRT, Apartments Corp, BRT, United Parcel Services, UPS, and Broadstone Net Lease, BNL. We invested $2,782.84, adding $94.23 at a yield of 3.39%.
Beautiful.
Big week.
Nothing more to say. We're not going to top that, but we added SCHD, Tyson, Leggett and Platt, Lionel Basel, American Towers, Pfizer, adding in $1,206.87 with forward income of $52.60 because we had some banger yields in there. Our average yield on cost was 4.36%. So the big tally was, did we hit $4,000 combined? That's what we started the video with. After, not quite, everybody. In total, our purchases were $3,989.71. So we were $10.29 short of hitting 4,000. But combined, we had $146.83 in dividend income.
And we were $3.17 short from 150 total dividends being added here, guys. So that was the diplomats here. What did you buy this last week? Let us know in the comments. What other dividend stocks are you buying heading into the week of June 26th? If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel. Give this video a nice thumbs up. Let's make some noise for the dividend investing community. And Bert, what are some parting words for our followers here?
You're not with us. You're against us, everybody. So get out of here.
Oh, man, that was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.